currently here in Tulum, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to showcase the behind the scenes of what it's actually like running an online business full-time from another country. So just to quickly introduce myself, my name's George, and since finishing school at 18, I've done lots of different jobs like bartending, stacking shelves at Sainsbury's, and I've kind of been in the digital space for the past 3 years now, working on my full-time business for the past 6 months. This is pretty much one of the first times I'm picking up a camera and vlogging, so I'm not going to be the best at it, but I thought it'd be quite cool to show you what the reality is like actually working from another country. So I'm basically just going to be filming the day-to-day life of what it's like, as well as some of the other things that we get up to here. It's definitely the best drink I've ever had. Some sort of like coconut electrolyte drink. It's unreal. So I kind of wanted to just quickly talk about what I do that allows me to travel and work at the same time. Currently, I run a digital marketing agency with 2 other co-founders. Our specific niche is retention marketing. So what we mostly focus on is retaining customers rather than acquiring new customers. Rather than something than an advertising or social media marketing agency, we utilize the customers that the brand already has to make more sales and to sort of upsell customers and improve repeat purchase and things like that. The main reason that we started this company was I saw a very interesting podcast from Maurice Sutherland, who basically he's quite big in the marketing space. You've probably seen him on some videos before, but he basically spoke about how most brands focus on their top of funnel sort of acquisition. So that's, your advertising, your social media, funneling people to your website. Whereas what we focus on is the bottom of funnel, which is once you've got people to their website, then if they leak out of your funnel, then you've kind of lost them as a customer. Whereas what we do is we use like tools like email marketing, loyalty to try and capture those customers that are landing on your website to then not only nurture them to a first purchase, but turn them into sort of long-term brand advocates. Email marketing is the best way to actually communicate with your customers on a personal level because, you can see what issues they're having. On a pop-up, you can gather data. For a supplement brand, you're struggling with sleep. You can see that if they input that data, you can then send them specific emails and articles that will help with their issues that they're having, and recommend products based on that. So that's something that we really like doing for a lot of brands, and it tends to convert very well. So currently just finishing up a bit of work in a sort of cafe restaurant place in Tulum with a pool. The really cool thing about Tulum is you have all these different places that have, these places that you can come and work for the day, and they only charge you a certain amount. So say, for example, for the place that we're at today, it costs 500 pesos to come to this for the day, but that 500 pesos you can spend on food. So it feels like a better use of money than you spend to actually go into the beach club or whatever it is, and then you have to pay for food. Whereas in all of the places that we've been to in Mexico, you pay X amount, but all of that money you can use towards food, and drinks, which is great. So I'm currently here just reviewing some work that's ready to send to the client, and this is where we're kind of like working from for the day. So it's a pretty incredible place to come and work from. But yeah, so just finishing off some work and then probably gonna head back home and chill for the rest of the day and do a bit more work and make some food. So my plan for this part of the video is to try film as much as possible in a day, just to show you what the behind the scenes are of kind of a day running your own business from another country. So I'm going to try my best to film as much as I can. I've pretty much just got calls and work that I've just got to sit down on my laptop and do, but I feel like I'm really making this out to be a super negative thing and it's really boring, but the reality is working from somewhere like this I wouldn't change for the world. It's absolutely incredible. But personally for me, I'd much rather be here working than in the rainy England. So I'm going to try and make this video as interesting as possible, but it's most likely just going to be shots of me working on my laptop, maybe running a few errands, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, you can let me know if this is something that's interesting to see, but I'm probably going to narrate over the top of it and see how it turns out.
Hey, the grind's on, I'm just trying to get the bands in. Take man, we get the hands in. Throw fists and that they're landing. We stand out, cause we can't stand in. We look good, we ain't ever look stranded. In a cute top down, tunes banging. The YG's outside just standing. Round the corner is a youth trying to bank it. With the bro bin whizzing in the cute. Treasure hunt looking for the loot. Just start guard the feet. Put it in the boot. Lay down, got a lot of loot. Wanna get the bag on my crew, gotta get it with the crew. Spend a couple hands for a shoot. Got a couple hands on my crew. That in my boot. Oh, don't wake, that's who. That's that chill I got rude. I ain't spending on you. I'm just fronting on you. Always got something on you.
So pretty much if you want to walk anywhere in Tulum, so for example we've just come to a restaurant, you get unbelievably sweaty because it's so humid here. So if you plan on coming here, I highly recommend getting an ATV or a scooter because otherwise you are just going to get so sweaty anywhere you go, and you'll need a shower as soon as you get to a restaurant or anything like that. We have decided to go for some tempura shrimp tacos and some chicken nachos.
Now she wanna leave with me, now she wanna be with me. Come on bro, can't you see? 24's getting this cream, tryna go live with my dream. Man shouldn't come with my team, man shouldn't come with my team. Gucci that's Louis in my sweater, she like the feel on my levers. She know I impress her, like diamonds on good.
So I'm having to talk a bit quietly just because I'm working from a cafe today, but I wanted to just quickly give a piece of advice that I wish I had gotten when I was first starting out in the digital space. So one thing that I was doing when I was first getting started is I was scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Instagram, seeing all these different types of business models, you know, drop shipping, social media marketing that all of these different gurus were pushing. I kind of just started like jumping from business model to business model. You know, I started with drop shipping, tried that for a month, made no money, went on to social media marketing, tried that for a few months. Didn't get any good at it, didn't make any money at all. One of the things that really changed for me was when I actually chose a business model that I kind of had some interest in and stuck with it for a long time and became an absolute expert in what it was. So something that I would highly suggest, especially if you're just getting started in the digital space, is choosing a business model that you have some sort of interest in and learning it and sticking to it for at least a year, and I can almost guarantee that you'll make money. The longer you do it for, the better you're going to get, and the better you get, the more you start to actually enjoy what you were doing. Like I did not really like retention marketing when I first started, but as soon as I started to get really good at it and started actually delivering, you know, good results and started making money for clients, that's when I started to really enjoy it. It's just like anything with sports, with music, you've got to practice, you've got to put in the work to actually master the skills before you play in a competition or, perform in front of people. Before, even taking on my first client, I had been learning the skills for at least a year in order to get good. I was practicing with my, just with a friend's brand or things like that, just perfecting it until I was confident enough that I could deliver what was promised and charge a good amount for clients. So yeah, if I could just give one piece of advice, is choose a business model that you're fairly interested in and start learning it, getting good at it, and I guarantee after a year you will make some sort of money. Okay, so I'm now back in the cold UK, and I'm gonna be honest, I've not picked up this camera in the last 2 months, and it's just because I've just not really thought about it, not had the time, and I've literally just been working and completely forgot about it. So, but in the past 2 months, I've gone on a few trips with this networking group I've joined, as well as done some skiing. But I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on Tulum as a place to work from. Overall, I think Tulum is okay. It's very expensive. I would recommend going to somewhere like Bali or Thailand if you want to do a lot more. Tulum is basically London prices, and if you want to get anywhere, you've got to rent like an ATV or a scooter, which is like 50 quid a day, so it can get very expensive. I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to try take a lot more videos over the past coming months, just because I really want to start documenting everything, but it is very difficult to document everything and film everything while you're also running a business full time and having to manage people. So yeah, I'm going to do my best, see what we can do, and I'll see you guys at the next one.